the beginning of the final night, Jesus walked toward a garden. Not a palace, not a battlefield, a press. Gethsemane. The word literally means oil press. A place where olives were crushed under unbearable weight until their essence bled out. And 2,000 years ago, under the cold silence of olive trees, Jesus entered that pressure willingly. This was not merely prayer. This was pressure beyond human comprehension. The disciples were exhausted. The city behind them was asleep. The air itself felt heavy. And for the first time in the gospel story, Jesus appears visibly overwhelmed. Not by nails, not by soldiers, not by crowds, but by what was coming. The weight of humanity, the collision of justice and mercy. And in the darkness of Gethsemane, Jesus faced it alone. You call it burnout. That crushing feeling where the world closes in around your chest, where silence becomes louder than noise. The exhaustion of carrying invisible pressure. Anxiety, fear, mental exhaustion, despair. But what we experience as fragments, Jesus experienced as a storm. To understand the night, you have to understand the place itself. Ancient olive presses were brutal machines. Massive stone weights would descend slowly. Pressure forced the oil outward. Jesus himself became the olive under the press. That his sweat became like drops of blood. The body itself begins to break under pressure. Jesus remained awake in absolute isolation. The betrayal had already begun. Torches would soon appear through the darkness. Every prophecy was converging onto this single night. And Jesus knew it. He knew the abandonment was coming. But deeper than physical suffering, every act of hatred, every hidden shame, all of it converged here in the silence of Gethsemane. And still, Jesus stayed. He did not escape pressure. He entered it willingly. So Christ stepped beneath the weight alone. The King of Heaven, kneeling in dirt, not distant from human pain, inside it. Because every person eventually enters their own garden. Moments where life feels unbearably heavy. Moments when the soul feels crushed. You are not alone in that pressure. Because before humanity carried its pain, Jesus carried it first. He saw every future burden, and he remained. The grand narrative of Scripture. It is the story of God walking willingly into human suffering. And in Gethsemane, the rescue began. The pressure, the silence, the surrender. The details change everything.